Comrades, hello. What an honor to speak with you in this esteemed panel, humbly representing the rank and file members of the Roofers and Waterproofers Union, Local 36, from Los Angeles, California, in the United States, affiliated to the World Federation of Trade Unions and participating with the U.S. Hands-Off Cuba delegation. We bring international solidarity greetings to the heroic Cuban people from the restless underbelly of United States imperialism. We support the three proposals that were brought by President Mavrikos of the International Workers Institute. You have shown the world that working people, no matter the difficulty or danger, can determine their own destiny, that the ambitions of the rich are not the final word of history, that monopoly capital cannot turn this planet into its private playground, its personal Epstein Island. There is a power stronger than Jamie Dimon's bank and Uncle Sam's bloody army. The unity of the international working class and the forces of democracy and national self-determination. Today, the crisis of monopoly capital, its debt and deficit, its export of capital, conflict, and war, its cannibal appetite for markets and consumption place us at the brink of mutual annihilation, barbarism, or socialism. But Cuba is the future, and we stand with you, shoulder to shoulder. As Jose Marti said, now is the time of the furnaces, and only light should be seen. Today, in capitalist Los Angeles, live 40,000 souls on the sidewalks, in the streets, under bridges. Today, in the capitalist United States, are tens of millions with no health care, no access to a doctor. Today, millions of young people in the capitalist United States cannot beg, borrow, or steal enough money to afford a university education, because these fundamental needs of human development, housing, healthcare, education, are simply commodities to be bought and sold to the highest bidder in the rarefied air of the market economy. And with the development of capitalism to monopoly and imperialism, Lenin advanced Marx's slogan, "Workers of the world unite," to workers and oppressed peoples unite, to bring the national liberation movements directly into the fight against imperialism. As workers within the imperialist aggressor, we demand the equality of nations, the inalienable right to self-determination. The question of self-determination is a question of the extension of all-around democracy to all nations. It is not Marxists winking at nationalism, as Amiri Baraka put it. This is the prerequisite of international working class unity. Cuba or Venezuela or Iran or Palestine has the right to find its own path as a people, as a nation, without interference and without obstruction. When the workers of an oppressed nation are confident that the workers of the oppressor nation uphold this national right to equality, democracy, and self-determination, only then can there be established trust and a basis of unity. And from this unity of the working class, like Mao said, we can unite the many and defeat the few. I grew up in the state of New Jersey, where in the post office, where I would go to mail a letter, there would be posters on the wall of the most dangerous and most wanted fugitives. And the top poster was a young black woman named Joanne Chesimard. She would fight for the equality and liberation of the oppressed black nation within the United States and took the name Assata Shakur. When the white supremacist police in New Jersey went hunting for black freedom fighters, Sister Assata shook the spot and surfaced here in Cuba, safe. When President Fidel Castro came to New York to properly address the General Assembly of the United Nations, he left Manhattan to stay with the people in Harlem, the heartbeat of the Black Renaissance. The oppressed and working people of the United States are inspired by the Cuban struggle and sacrifice. And we take the words spoken by Che Guevara about Vietnam and apply them to Cuba. How close we could look into a bright future should 2, 3, or many Cubas flourish throughout the world, with their share of deaths and their immense tragedies, their everyday heroes, and their repeated blows against imperialism, impelled to disperse its forces under the sudden attack and the increasing hatred of all peoples of the world. And if we were all capable of uniting to make our blows stronger and infallible, and so increase the effectiveness of all kinds of support given to the struggling people, how great and close would that future be? De norte a sur, de este a oeste, ganaremos esta lucha, cueste lo que cueste.